Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of Theory of Automata and Formal Languages. We are into unit number 2 and we are learning about regular expression and regular language. So in the previous video we have started off with the closure properties of a regular language and we have understood few of the properties. Now this is an important property that we are going to discuss in this video about homomorphism, or you can also say as substitution, okay, substitution function. Okay, substitution function also you can say. Okay, now what does this homomorphism all about? Okay, first we will try to understand what is homomorphism. Okay, then we will move on with the concept, that is what we are talking about, that whether regular language is closed under homomorphism or not. Okay, so first let us understand what is homomorphism of a language. So homomorphism of a language generally been represented by H of L. Okay, H of a language is nothing but it's having a homomorphic image. That means what we can say, there should be an element opposite to the language of opposite to the strings of a language, that is L, okay, to which we have to convert. That means suppose if you are having some set of elements, some set of strings in a particular language, and we are having an image of that for in another function by using a function, okay, then that we say as a homomorphic image of that particular language L. Okay, how do we do that? We will take an example and we will then understand. Okay, see, as I have told you that H of L is represented by H of W. H of W means this is the homomorphic image where W is nothing but belongs to L. So that this W must be belongs to L. Just you think of an image right now. Okay, it is also defined in this format. Okay, that H is defined as an input alphabet to the gamma to the power star. This gamma to the power star is nothing but the homomorphic image, okay, or the elements with which we have to replace by this one. Okay, then this is nothing but also known as a homomorphism. Okay, now these are all theoretical topics. Now let us go with the example and we will try to understand what the exact meaning of it. Okay, now suppose we are having a set of input alphabets as 0 and 1, and we are having some other alphabets known as A and B. Right now I am mentioning other alphabets, then we will let you know that what is this. And for every H of 0 we are having a image known as A. Okay, and for every H of 1, that means we are having an image as B. So finally what we can say, that A and B are nothing but the images of 0 and 1, and this A and B we can say that the homomorphic image of this particular. How? See, now if the language is having the strings as 0 0 and 0 1 1, then we can write this language as how? In place of 0, in place of first 0, what we can write? We can write as, we can replace by A, correct? So I can write AA, okay, fine. Then I am moving to the second string. If you look into the second string, 0 1 1, for 0 I can write as A, for 1 I can write as B, correct? So this is the final answer. Okay, now looking into this, this is just an explanation of what is meant by homomorphism. That means homomorphism means for every language there must have an image, and with the help of which you can also proceed forward for any kind of acceptance. Okay, now that means that for this language we are having an image as AB, which is represented by gamma, and then we are having a particular given set of values or given set of input images. For 0 I am having as A, for 1 I am having as B, and finally if the language is being represented by the language consists of the string this one, then definitely it will have an image as A, B, B. Now how do you say that? This is the just the definition of homomorphism. Now my question to you, that how to define that homomorphism, okay, homomorphism is closed for regular language. So how do you justify this? See, the best way to answer this is that you can use like this. Okay, suppose we can use the concept of regular expression. Suppose first regular expression that I am having is 1 plus 0 whole to the power asterisk, then 0 whole to the power closure. Okay, this is regular expression 1. Now if I say that we are having a homomorphic image of this one, and that is already, you know, for 1 is represented by, I have already mentioned over here. So let's take the same example. For 1 it is represented by b, for 0 it is represented by a and whole to the power closure, and 0 is represented by a whole to the power closure. Now if we look into this expression, the image that I have got, what is the answer? What is this? This is nothing but a regular expression only. So for a particular regular expression, after looking into an homomorphic image, we got what? We got a regular expression. Therefore, if a regular expression exists, okay, then definitely what I can say? Definitely I can say that there exists a regular language also. Okay. So if we are having a regular language, then we can say that regular language is closed under homomorphism. Okay, homomorphism. I think it's clear to everyone that how to use the concept of homomorphism and how to prove. So in simple terms, we can say that homomorphism is nothing but a substitution, or you can say an image of a particular language strings. Okay, so I think it is clear to everyone, and now we can move on to the next topic that I have left out is inverse homomorphism. Okay, so let us check it out. That inverse homomorphism I won't be expressing. I think if you have understood homomorphism, then if we do a homomorphism over if we do an inverse over a homomorphism, then definitely if I get the same language or a subset of that language, then we can say that it is inverse homomorphism, and it is the regular language is closed under that particular inverse homomorphism. But I will take directly an example, and I will try to explain to you that for every elements of the input symbol, that is represented by input symbol is given by 0, 1 and 2. Okay, we are having 3 input symbols, and for every input symbols we are having an image. That is, for 0 I am having a, for 1 I am having b, okay, for 2 I am having ba. Okay, so this a and b will nothing but the gamma, that is the homomorphic images. Okay, so if there exists a language L which is nothing but ba, now can you just find out what this language is? This a regular language, or it is a like a homomorphic image of the language? It is the homomorphic image of the language. Why? The language is not in the form of 0, 1 or 2. It is in the form of ba. That means it is already in the homomorphic image form. Okay, now what I can do is that if I find out h, okay, h inverse of 1, okay, if you find out h inverse of that particular language, then what will be the answer? First, let us go with this string. So ba. For b I can write as 1, correct? So the output will be 1. Then for a I can write as 0, okay, or you can say pre-image. Okay, you can say pre-image of a, b and a. Okay, then for b I can write as 1. For 1 0 I can write as 0. Now this is not done. We can have few more strings as well. See, for ba I can write as 2. ba is having a pre-image as 2, and for ba again we are having a pre-image as 2. So this is one more string. There is one more possibility of string that for ba, first ba I can type as 2, then second third b I can type as 1, and first a, last a is I can type as 0. So this is also one possible condition, or also one more possible condition is 1, 0, 2. Okay, so these are the final possible strings that you can get on doing inverse. Now directly can I say that this is a final answer? No. Why? Because if I find out like this, if I do the again reverse process of this, okay, or if I do the homomorphic process of this, that means h of this particular language that I have got, h of this inverse homomorphism, okay, that's what I have described earlier. Then what will be the answer? See, 1, 0, 1, 0 can be replaced by what? A, B, correct? Sorry, B, A, okay, B, A, and 2, 2 can be represented as B, A, okay, 2, 1, 0 can be 2 can be represented by B, A, 1 can be represented by B, A can be represented by 0 can be represented by A. Similarly, 1 can be represented by B, 0 can be represented by A, 2 can be represented by B. So finally what we got the same expression, same string repeated again, so no need to write again and again, so I can write as BABA. Finally what we say that on doing a homomorphism over an inverse homomorphism, we got the same string, same language, then we can say that regular language is closed under inverse homomorphism also. Inverse homomorphism also. Okay. Okay, so this is all about your inverse homomorphism, where we got, after doing homomorphism over an inverse homomorphism, you got the same. That means vice versa, both are same, and we are getting the same language. And this language was what? This language was a regular language only we are talking about. So finally what we can say that regular language is closed under inverse homomorphism. But one more thing is that sometimes you may not got all the strings. You may get a subset of that language. If it is so, then also we can say that this is a language. Why? I have already told that if we are having a set of regular languages, okay, where L is the universal language, universal regular language, and under this we are having L1, L2. So definitely what we can say, L1 is a subset of L1, L1 is a subset of L, and L1 is also regular language. So definitely we can say that this is a regular language, correct? So same way we can understand here also. So finally we are done with the topic where we have understood homomorphism and inverse homomorphism also. And I have also told about reversal topic. Reversal is very simple actually. If you reverse a particular string in such a way that you, after reversing, you got the same language, then we will always say that after reversing of any string you will get the same language only. So that means you are getting the regular language only. So reversal is not that much big topic to understand. If you know about complementation, if you have understood closure, if you have understood this, the union, then you will be able to understand if you reverse a particular string, if you get the same particular string again, then you will be getting that regular language only. So that is a topic that you can learn on your own. Now I think I have covered all the closure properties of a regular language. I have tried to make you understand how to work on it. See, if you look into the book, how to prove and all, the way of expressing will be different. As I have told you, you can either prove with the help of a statement wise, you can prove with the help of finite automata, you can prove with the help of regular expression. That depends on you. But the way of making the structure of that proof depends solely on you. Okay, but you have to understand why we are doing this, and you have to understand how to do this. Okay, if you have done this, then it is clear to everybody. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. In the next video we will come across with one more topic that is known as decision properties of regular languages. So thank you for watching the video.